Hello my friends, and greetings from Northern Cyprus, which is in one crazy weather now. You see what's going on. And as far as I understand, even locals are surprised that all the streets are turning into small rivers. Mad. And believe it or not, friends, this is the day you see what happens with my Crocs when I walk across these rivers. I have long stopped worrying about getting them wet, as you can imagine. But what I wanted to say, believe it or not, this is the day which I have chosen for my trip to Famagusta, or as far as I hear, in Turkish it's pronounced Magusa. I have heard one other name as well, but I'm not sure. I'll find out. And I'll put that in the description, no, in the title of this video, in any case. But yeah, that was my bad option. That was my best option to go today. Because tomorrow should be even worse, according to forecast, if we can believe it. And tomorrow I am leaving this country, so that's my only way how to get to this amazing place. Why is Famagusta worth visiting? Well, first, it's a nice seaside resort town, which has been popular and nice and beautiful before the split of the Cyprus, before the civil war, or whatever you call it, the Turkish invasion. I don't know how to call it, not to offend anybody. Sorry if I offend somebody, I didn't mean it. Basically before 70s of the previous century, the 20th century. And it was nice and rich city, seaside resort, very popular with celebrities and so on. So it's a nice place with nice beaches anyway. Well, you could probably question my sanity knowing that I'm going to beaches in this kind of weather. So, what else? Yeah, what's very important, why I want to go there so badly, because in Famagusta there are whole blocks of the city which were taken, where the Greek-speaking Cypriots flee away, thinking that they will be away for a couple days only. After the bombing ends, the Turkish army leaves, they'll be back. But to this day they never got back. So there are whole city blocks which are guarded by army, where nobody is allowed in. And is this the right direction? I'm pretty sure it is. I get carried away by talking, but I'm pretty sure I'm still going in the right direction. So these city blocks are still in the same condition as they were left in the middle of 70s. Literally, they left pot on the stove and letters in the shelf and so on, and it's all still there. And this part of Famagusta is called Varosha, as far as I know. And that Varosha was always completely closed, so nobody could get in. But I hear that last year, end of the last year, so meaning 2020, sometime at the end of that year, last year, they opened the town so people can, they check the passport and so on, but you can get in there and see this crazy ghost town, luxury ghost town. And of course it's forbidden to touch the houses and to go into any houses, but you can still walk the streets and take the pictures, which is already huge. And since it's happened, look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Didn't I choose the best weather to visit the seaside city? Okay. So during the one last year, that's cool. The big river. Hey, that's some weather. Come on, friends. I'm happy that it's quite warm. Otherwise it wouldn't be funny at all. So it wasn't for me, it was among themselves, between themselves. Let's to get quickly over because that car is coming. And we got across the street in one piece. I believe this should be the right direction still. So, since it is something very new, since it is only 1 year, almost 1 year, since when the city is opened with all the pass control and everything, but opened, I think it still might be in very kind of pristine ghost town condition, which I wouldn't find it after 5 more years, or whenever I might come back to Cyprus someday, who knows. So I want to get there, and I want to see what it is and how it feels. This extremely luxury ghost town. Town which was extremely popular and rich and filled with tourists and celebrities before it got bombed and locked, so nobody walks in there besides the military who is guarding it. And it has been like this for how many now? 50 years almost. Crazy. Am I right? Yes, in the middle of 70s it happened. So 25 years till the turn of the century, and now it's 2021. So yes, 45 years or so. Crazy. So yeah, that's why I want to see that place so badly. And I think it will be interesting for you as well. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. And yeah, I'll take you with you. I'll take you with me in this rainy, crazy, thunderstormy journey, and we'll see what comes out of it. What do you think, friends? I was just looking on that bus, but it's not mine. It's some other city which is written on it. Good enough. I need Magusa or Famagusta. I think they will write Magusa. And that's Lefkosha. Okay, that's not what I need either. And that's again something else. Will I ever get across this street? What do you think? I hope so. That's clear, and now this will be clear as well, and we go. Before that guy comes, we are all in one piece. And let's continue. Here, behind that corner on the left, we should see more buses or dolmuş, these shared taxis, the minivans. And hopefully we find touristic, no, that's we don't want. Hopefully we find some for Magusa. And by the way, it's funny, it's again contradicting information. I found on internet in 2 places that there are buses to Magusa, to Famagusta, every hour, which is very nice. and they take 1.5 hours. Ah, sorry friends, I forgot to tell you, I'm now in Girne or Kyrenia, depending which language you use. I'm not in Famagusta now, just in case I confused you. So I'm trying to get to Famagusta only by this moment. And what is that? No, that's something else. Two places in internet says that there are buses every hour to Famagusta, and one lady said it to me too. But one man who is a student in Famagusta, he said, trust me, I live in that city 3 years, I'm studying there, I know everything about that city. I met him in hostel here in Girne, and he says, trust me, there are no buses to Famagusta, you have to go to Lefkosha, and only from there you can get to Famagusta. So let's put this theory to the test. That's for Lefkosha. In the worst case I can go through Lefkosha, but I would rather be happy to take the straight direct one. What is that? Kratos. No, something else. But if I met some Girne and something else, I'll ask some drivers. They should know probably. Well, this will be one interesting video, I start to think. The fun is already there. So they said, the bus driver, he obviously doesn't speak any English at all, and he said, well, showed that no Magusa, and well, he didn't say even no, he was showing with gestures. And he showed me that I need to go in this direction. There's another place where there are buses for Famagusta or Magusa. So we'll see, because that's a good sign actually, because it will be funny because of the languages, but it's a good sign because if the driver said that they are somewhere here, so probably my trusty student who says he knows everything about Famagusta, Magusa, whatever, that town which I'm going to, he knows everything because he lives there 3 years, so hopefully he's wrong. Which would be very nice, not because of him, but because of that's something else, but because of my wish to get to Famagusta with one go, without changing buses. Okay, let's look for these places. He said there is some bank somewhere, and somewhere there I could find a bus stop. And that's a good question. Where? Let's see. Pardon, otobus Famagusta, Magusa.
Magusa.
Do you know?
Nereden oradan ele dön, oradan sor abi.
They said it's somewhere here. I was there.
O dedi bu taraf.
Is there
Orası sor
auto?
abi.
Aha.
Orası sor abi.
Teşekkürler. Well, this is how the talks go when I'm asking. He was pointing me back to the place where I was already, but then I was trying to explain that I was there already, then he pointed me somewhere to here, but it wasn't very clear anyway. Let's keep asking until we finally find something. I am happy that I don't have exact bus schedule. Pardon, autobus Famagusta? You speak English as well? Oh, thank you. But I was there and they said it's somewhere here.
Maybe here, near the bus station.
Is the bus station here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Teşekkürler. Well, it's probably clever. I noticed she is young, so I was kind of thinking maybe she speaks English, and she did a little bit. You saw it. Well, I don't know if you saw it. My raincoat is not allowing me to film very easily. We'll see later on if there is anything worth putting into YouTube. But she again pointed me to the same place where I was. But at least I was able to explain that I was there, and she understood what I said, not as the previous man. And let's try to find out. She said bus station is somewhere here. Could it be? But that's where that's the Bankamatic. Maybe that's the thing which he was meaning by bank. Bankamatic. Yeah, could be. There is one more clue. So, but that was the place where I came out already. So maybe somewhere on that side now, but that's like a cemetery, not like a bus station. What do you think, friends? Is the camera still on? It looks like it is. It's hard for me to see anything in this raincoat setup. There's some bus there, but it wasn't the direction she was pointing to. Let's see. But Bankamatic could definitely be the thing which he meant, because I didn't see any other bank. And what's here? I don't see anything similar to bus station or bus stop or anything bus anywhere around. Oh, there is a place with letter I or I, not U, but I. You know, I probably told you already in one previous video that if the I has a dot on it, it is I, and without a dot it is U, like a Russian hard U. Oh, there's somebody. That's nice. Merhaba. Do you speak English? Yes. Thank you so much. Do you know where the bus is to Famagusta is leaving from? That junction there, yeah?
Yeah, it's a junction, but a little bit further.
A little bit further. Okay, okay. Towards that side or towards that side?
This side. You know, it's just like this.
Just that. Okay, perfect. So Famagusta, yeah? Or how do I say Famagusta or Magusa? Magusa. That's the right way. Magusa. Thank you so much. Teşekkürler. Have a good day. Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that was nice. She even spoke some English. Well, in Curious Information, usually they do speak English. But even then, she was struggling to explain. It was more gestures. I forgot my camera, sorry. Even then, she was more using gestures than the language. But we managed to understand each other. That's good. They respect these zebras, which is nice. It's not very often when it happens. So, this is where she was pointing me. Or it isn't. No, it isn't. Sorry. I got lost myself because of this. I don't see much around with this raincoat. The raincoat is good for rain, but not for viewing. Let's see. I need to look back where was the place I left from. Is that... oh yeah, that's the place where she is. So it must be somewhere here. But I don't see any stop. And also I found out from her that the proper pronunciation is Magusa, not Magosha, and not the Greek Famagusta, but Turkish Magusa is the way how you want to ask here if you want to get any help. Well, Lapta, that's something else. Lapta is something else. Okay, let's see. And there is what? There are some buses coming from there, but I think they are just coming to that station, to that bus stop. Could this be a bus station? No, not really, I think. Not really. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, friends, I still can't find it, but one funny thing which happened was that I found my student who was saying me that there are no buses, and he is looking, is that the bus stop? And he is looking for the bus himself. He also heard that there are buses directly to Magusa. So he is exactly now looking for them himself, but he is hiding from the rain somewhere, so I didn't want to wait for the whole day, so I'm keeping my search. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, the old Bedford. Ah, friends, have you seen these things? Well and alive. Well, more for tourists probably, but still cool. But yeah, I'm running into one new problem, and that is that I don't have any dry places in my clothing to clean the camera lens anymore. Wow, even more Bedfords. Well, this is cool. This is properly cool. What do you think, friends? What can be better than that? I almost forgot it's raining. This is crazy. Wow. Can I go? Oh. I almost killed myself. I didn't see that chain. It is a bit dangerous with my setup, which I don't see, where I don't see much around. I want to take some picture. What do you think about this kind of picture? Let me take it. So, after asking many more people, I have finally found a place which probably might be right. This roundabout. And I need to watch around, which is difficult in my setup on my gear, with my gear. And I understood that there are dolmuş only, the shared taxis. I saw these taxis before, but I was avoiding them because taxis are usually the worst bet. They won't tell you where it is, they will want you as a client. Lefkosha. But that's, you see, this is dolmuş, it's not taxi. Lefkosha, so it's good. And there are taxis. And what is there? There's another dolmuş. Dolmuş is the same thing as marshrutka and the same thing as minivan, shared taxi kind of thing. Minivan that has route. Lefkosha, no. But probably that's the right stop because there are few of them. And I was seeing this place from far, that side, far away on that side. But it didn't look like a bus stop to me, so I kept looking. Let's ask these guys. They should know because they're not taxi men, so they should tell me. They're dolmuş men. Magusa somewhere here?
Yeah, come on. I don't repent.
When does it leave, do you know?
How many persons?
One, just me.
Just you. Tamam.
How much does it cost?
How much? One person 40 TL.
40.
This is finish.
Uh-huh.
This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is food. Have 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock only.
Yeah. 2. This is food. 4, 5, 6.
Okay, okay.
You go and come back.
I want to come back this same day. It's quite late.
They go and come back. Yeah.
But when can I get back with it? When is the last dolmuş back from?
Magusa.
Yeah.
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
It will be. And it gets dark something like 5:30, yeah?
Karpaz no. Karpaz only taxi is going. Anadolu Oteli biliyorsun değil mi?
Biliyorum ya şu yolun üstünde.
Sava'ya gelmeden bu tarafta. Tamamdır. Git direkt oraya gir. Şu bak ta karşıda gördüğünüz işaretli bina var ya. Bak ta karşıda. There's Karpaz here.
No.
You like Magusa?
Magusa. Yeah.
Magusa have yeah, have
Exactly.
2 o'clock only. Yeah.
3 o'clock only.
2.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
İsim neydi abi? Ha? İsim? Bir kişi misin? Bir kişi. Saat 2'de yarım var. Taksim var. Çağırın. Mehmet! Mehmet! Tolga! Taksiciler nerede? You understand me? You like tomorrow going, I am booking for you tomorrow.
I could go tomorrow actually then.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get to Magusa?
1 hour.
1 hour
Yeah.
from here. And 40 lira.
Yeah, one person 40 lira. Go and come back 80 lira.
Yeah, tomorrow I wouldn't be coming back. Tomorrow I
Tomorrow
would be
I
going.
am like, I am booking for you now and everybody start booking for tomorrow.
Okay, you have booking.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10:30, 12.
So I think then 9 o'clock would be good.
9 o'clock.
Yes.
What's your name?
Artis, A-R.
Artist. I'm Turkish, right?
Artis. Yes, exactly.
Artis.
Correct.
40 lira artist.
Good. Do you take card or cash
No
only?
cash.
Okay. Well, friends, that was some surprise. I didn't expect that. All the dolmushes, all the small buses are full, and they are booked here. This office is the place where you can book them, and you do it ahead of time. And the next dolmuş which was available today was too late. I would be getting in Magusa very late, almost before dark. I wouldn't have any time to explore, and I would have to go back there. And actually I start to connect the dots. You see, there is another bankası, another ATM machine. So that was probably the one which the person meant. And I saw the other one somewhere there. So now I kind of understand what he meant. So yes, the best what I was able to do, I booked my ticket. I bought already ticket to dolmuş, this kind of thing, for 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. That was the best option which I had to choose from, because today it would be too late. And yeah, interesting, this is how it works. I never knew it, but that's okay. The only issue which I have with it is that, well, today I have a free day, then I'm wet like crazy, and on one way I'm happy to be going back to my hostel and to dry out and work, and I need some time, good amount of time, to do all my work as well, so it is kind of good. But tomorrow will be crazy, because tomorrow morning I'll be going 9 o'clock to Magusa. I'll be walking and exploring, probably walking too much in Magusa, exploring Varosha and so on. And then from there I will take bus to Nicosia, to Lefkosia, and from there to Paphos, to airport. and I will be spending my night in airport. I'll be sleeping in airport because I have very early plane, and it's difficult to get there early and expensive to stay overnight in Paphos. So if it would be a good full night, I might go and pay that money, but at this situation I decided better to sleep in airport, and I found out online that the Paphos airport is not the worst for sleeping, so hopefully should be okay. And I definitely will be tired enough to fall asleep anywhere. So this day, that will probably be end of my searchings. I'll just go to hostel to work, and I'll come back 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'll continue our video from there. That's crazy. I mean, the weather and all the situation, but that's okay. That's okay. And by the way, I forgot to tell, it's funny, even with people who speak English, like that administrator or a dispatcher or whoever he was for the taxi company, the Olmush company, he spoke English and kind of okay English. But even then it was funny that I was asking if it's getting dark at 5:30, and he heard 5:30, and he immediately started telling me about Kapos, I think, the other place in the Cyprus, and he said, no, we don't go to Kapos, we go to Magusa. Well, he didn't say we don't go to Kapos, he said it's a different place, and probably I needed to take a different taxi or whatever. Anyway, it's easy to misunderstand each other, so keep your ears open. That's my advice, and double check 2 or 3 times each thing which you thought you understood before really concluding that you did understand it. Yeah? Where is my English grammar? Okay, let's continue tomorrow morning in the same place probably, and we'll see what kind of weather. Well, I'm back in my hostel, and it looks like the weather is kind of getting a little bit better, but not really. Still raining, just not as bad as it was. But at least it's warm and nice inside here.